Hey, hi, I'm Mona. This is Chit Chat. So today I got an alert from my security system that somebody was at my house. It was today, October 15th, 2025, at 2 p.m. It was two people that came up to or they drove up to my home. They walked onto the property. They didn't walk up the stairwell to knock on the door to check or anything. It kind of looked like they were kind of standing to the side so they couldn't be caught by the camera, but I got them on the camera. They had some kind of plastic something, like, you know how people have a thing of plastic for their job or whatever. So, I mean, I don't know who they were. I didn't invite them over there. And they didn't even leave a card, you know, because normally when people want to talk to her, if there's something like that, they leave a card or something like that. They didn't leave a card. But they saw the neighbor out, I guess, and they went straight to the neighbor. And, you know, that's what people do when they want to figure out where someone is or what they're doing. They ask the neighbors. They're nosy, whoever, right? I couldn't really hear the whole conversation, but I did hear the man say to her, "Oh, she's not in trouble." Why would I be in trouble? For what? What on earth would I be in trouble for? So why would he say anything like that to make me look like some type of way? That's no, that's not the proper way you approach people or you tell people anything. So that's number one. Number two, they were asking about my whereabouts. Okay. Oh, she left? Like, I guess the neighbor said that she's not here, you know? Why do they care? Anybody of importance has my phone number. I had spoken previously with one of the rangers, and he told me, like, yeah, you can leave and go and do, you know, live your life and be normal, like whatever, you know what I mean? So that's what we're doing, you know. The only reason I didn't leave so much before is because I was waiting there because I thought I needed to stand by and wait for results for whatever's going on. But, you know, they don't like to do their job over there, so I had to figure it out myself. But he assured me that it was okay that I leave. So we left, you know. So I'm not sure that they are, because I was thinking, are they the rangers? But they're not. Now, one other thing that I noticed about, they're not fit. They're not physically fit, these two people. Kind of on the heavy side. And I tend to think the Texas Rangers are physically fit, you know. And so I'm kind of thinking they weren't the Rangers. And talking about how I'm not in trouble. Like what? Like, this is so ridiculous, okay? And then I guess, you know, I called my neighbor because I have their numbers. You know, I called them and I said, hey, somebody was on my property. Who was it? Because I thought they were talking to her because I couldn't see on her porch. And she's like, oh, no, I'm not there. And she's like, I'm going to find out. So she, you know, I got off the phone with her and she called whoever was there to find out. And she said that it was some people with some badges, those plastic badges, whatever they were, talking about I'm not in trouble, which is very ridiculous, okay? Because it's just ridiculous, you guys. Anyways, but they did say, oh, we just want to make sure she's okay. Who are they? Who needs to make sure I'm okay? Like, that's creepy and that's weird. They came over to my home unannounced, asking for me and my whereabouts, making sure I'm okay. Like, what? Unless, because I do have some friends that don't live in this state that are actually looking out for me. Unless one of them sent somebody, but I doubt it, because I post daily things. So if they don't see me posting for more than 1 or 2 days, then they know to send somebody out to check and to look to make sure I'm safe. But I don't think it's them. These people didn't look like anything like that. They didn't have any uniform, no law enforcement, nothing like that. They walked onto my property. They didn't leave a calling card. And they tried to avoid the cameras, but there's no way to avoid the cameras at my house. I see everything and everybody there. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I could try to download those camera shots or those videos. It's gonna stay in my system for a long time, right? Like on the phone and in the app I have, because it's recorded and it stays there. I just have to figure out how to download it, you know. But if I don't figure it out, it's still going to be on the phone, and I can show that to the proper authorities if I need to. Um, it could have been somebody sent down by this person I was speaking to, but I can't be sure because the people that I'm speaking to, they have my phone number, and they could just call and say, "Hey, we're gonna come by and we're gonna have a little talk, whatever." Okay, that's okay. But it wasn't like that. They did like the mayor did. They just showed up on my property looking for me. Who knows? Were they trying to start trouble? I don't know. But I wasn't there, you know, and now I know not to open the door. I'm not going to open the door for anybody. So, and that's just that. And that's just it, you know. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys. This is Chit Chat. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.